Hello and welcoming you all back to the video lecture series on human resource management. In previous videos, we will be looking on to what is human resource management, what are the role of a human resource management manager, and what is human resource, what are the functions of human resource management, various functions of human resource management, what is HR planning, what is selection and recruitment, and various other topics. Today in this video we will be looking on to the performance management. What is performance management and key objectives and rules of the performance management in this video. Coming on to what is a performance management, it is the process of the continuous communication and feedback between the manager and employee towards the achievement of organizational objectives. That is that every organization do have its own objectives, vision and mission, and it is most important for the HR department to ensure that the workers in the organization are working as per the needs and requirements of the organization. The role of the HR department or the role of the HR manager doesn't stop once the employee is recruited inside the organization. Not at all. The next biggest step is to ensure that the employee having a proper training on the process of on the work processes. Is the employee is clear about his works, duties and responsibility, and to ensure that the employee is going in the right track and to move on him in the right track if at all he is lagging somewhere. So it is most important for the organization to manage the performance of the employees, to know where the employee is lagging and provide proper training and development, and for to reward the employees for their seamless performance as well. So this is the performance management. And looking on to the 5 key elements of performance management. Firstly, performance management is the systematic process by which an agency involves its employees as individual and members of a group in improving organizational effectiveness in the accomplishment of agency mission and goals. Employee performance management includes planning work and setting expectations. So it is most important to plan the work of the organization. So where does the organization stands? What is the needs of the organization? And to forecast the future and plan accordingly to know whether the planning and the organization goals matches equally, and to set the expectations of seeing where the organization is to move on. And the continuous monitoring of the employee performance is most important. As I said before, the role of HR doesn't stop once the employee is recruited or onboarded into the work. So the next very big step is to ensure the employee is in the right track and he's moving on in a right way. So next is to developing the capacity to perform. So to look on that employees has very good furnishes, very good needs, very good wants to perform those organizational objectives and missions, and periodically rating the performance of the employee is most important, because the employee can able to understand what where he is and where does he lacks and where does the employee needs to improve. So this process would be comes under uh, performance appraisal process. So performance appraisal is not the biggest term or something a Latin word for it, because from us since our school days we are most familiar on what is the performance appraisal process. So during school days we would be assessed based on the students would be assessed based on their tests, marks and grades. In case of an organization, the performance of employees are measured based on their performance, achievements and skill set during the performance appraisal process. So based on the performance appraisal process, there are different types of performance appraisal process such as 360-degree appraisal, peer appraisal method, or management by objective method, and various performance appraisal process. So based on the performance appraisal process, we are analyzing the and monitoring the performance of employees, and we should rate the employees performance, and based on those their performance, the employee would be rewarded, and the person who are lagging somewhere, would be given a proper training and development program to know to improve himself. When an employee is found out that he is not under a right track, immediately the employee wouldn't be pushed out of the organization. Instead, the HR department should analyze where does the employee lacks and should provide a proper training and development for the employee, and should monitor his performance, evaluate his performance continuously, and look on to his progresses. So these are the steps and elements of performance management, that is planning work and setting expectations, continuous monitoring performance, developing the capacity to perform, periodical rating of employees, rewarding for the good performances. So in this video, we will be looking on to the performance management. In the next videos, we will be looking on to the various other interesting topics on human resource management. And thank you.